You know, the funny thing is, like,
I don't believe it. I don't
one of
believe
his
it at all.
students in like 80 something also plays Quake, and he's also old.
Right. Well,
It's-
we'll go back to the history books in a bit, guys, because we're going into game one of the day. It is NZT versus kRoNic. They're going to be playing on Furious Heights, and we're going to start on NZT and see what he can do. He's going to be getting mega early. kRoNic denied him the lightning gun, but of course NZT is going to be able to go back over there.
Huge delay on the red. Maybe this will throw NZT off, because I'm assuming he doesn't have that much experience in these kind of games.
I'm sure he will have had a
I'm
good...
just assuming things, because that's all I can do by now.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, we've got 5 seconds till it spawns. Is NZT going to go for a position on it?
Very well played from him. I mean, he's not committing to drop on the reds. He's still maintaining the position on the mega. And let's see what he can do. He actually almost bullied kRoNic away from the mega, but now he just gave it to him. So we can tell that he wants to play this very defensively.
Oh, and he is Russian.
Yeah, he is Russian.
Oh, here's the drop from kRoNic, but that's a lot of damage from NZT. He might get a freebie, but he misses the rail over there. kRoNic stepping in, but Red's about to spawn. kRoNic, if he hit that rail, he might have just clutched the first frag.
Now NZT might actually get it. He knows he's...
Oh,
there he goes.
it's pretty close.
But go for the rocket. You're a Russian. Use the rocket.
There we are. The LG is going to do the job for him, and he is going to be getting first blood. Mega spawns right now, which is very likely kRoNic can pick this up. NZT's got to make a decision.
The jump to the mega.
Oh, really?
I don't know how you failed the jump, but he fell in the ground.
Uh-oh. NZT's got to be a little bit careful, but he does get a direct rocket. He's running very short on ammo, but the direct rockets...
Yeah, he's definitely a Russian.
Certified here, and approved by Inns.
This would be... Even though we don't know much about him, this would definitely be an upset. Because kRoNic... I think kRoNic would be very pissed if he lost this game.
Yeah.
I think he has enough reasons to.
I think he's definitely got expectations to win. But, I mean, kRoNic's winning the mega health again. NZT just making sure he's capping out his armor. But he's going to have to look for damage, because now kRoNic's got mega. If he can just keep circling yellows or get the next red, then he's going to be looking really good.
He already looks good. He's on 200, 100, and he's in the red, waiting for NZT to drop down. Is NZT going to drop down? Yes, he is. There he is. But he knows second to the red.
LG, not actually that bad. Look to a rail, both of them hit. kRoNic, has he got an angle on him? No, not at the moment.
Oh god, that was very risky by kRoNic going to the yellow from there. The NZT wasn't around to punish him, but he's going to get the mega NZT. Very well played.
He's missing his rails as well. kRoNic's going to be able to get lower yellow. Is he going to want to dart through the choke point? No. That would be suicidal.
He's doing a very impressive job on positioning himself for the items. Oh my goodness, that was not so...
That's a great counter there by kRoNic. Yeah. He's going to get himself on the board. And that was decent. How did that work out? Because it looked as if NZT had good position.
And he just went above to see if he could get an angle on kRoNic, to see if he was around. And soon as he saw him, kRoNic was already dropping down, and NZT, his reflex wasn't good enough there.
Well, he dropped as well, and that's where, obviously, all the LG damage came in. And kRoNic, though, is he going to be able to push him off red? No, not quite. He did some good LG damage beforehand. Oh, that was close. How much health does NZT have remaining?
He is on 8130.
Not much.
Not much. He's stacked to the brim.
Thanks. Oh, here comes red. NZT's jumping in. kRoNic getting the direct rockets, but he's not going to hang around for red. He wants to race over to mega.
Can he get it though? There he is, gets it, but gets railed. So he's on starting stack again, and NZT surely will take this opportunity to get himself another frag. And great rock.
Wow.
Jesus.
kRoNic was probably thinking, alright, I'll do a tiny bit of damage, and then I'll move back and get the yellow armor. But NZT's first rocket just completely disabled him. Yeah. And then obviously the second one for the kill. So he's maintaining a lead, and he looks as if he's going to extend it in any second.
kRoNic, if he ever had to stay composed, now is the time. Wow. After that frag, he cannot just rush in. He needs to take this very, very slowly.
Well, plenty of time to do that. But NZT is probably going to be fully loaded in just a matter of moments. Oh, that's a good roll from kRoNic. Denying him the opportunity. NZT hasn't picked up Mega still.
He's waiting for kRoNic to make the move, because he's in the lead. Why would he have to make the move and risk himself to lose one of the items? So he's going to let kRoNic pick it up. but he doesn't do the damage you want. That's going to be very important for kRoNic.
kRoNic was way too fast. He just got out so quickly. He got himself 150 armor with that yellow as well. Probably has a rail. And looking decent. NZT's going to have to be careful on X5. Maybe think about hitting more of those mad direct rockets we've been seeing.
5-minute warning.
This is good for NZT because now he's the one who can get position on the red first. And there's 15 seconds for the Mega to go, and kRoNic has no idea.
I think NZT wants to... Yeah, he's going to get rail ammo, and he is going to just deny this yellow, even though he doesn't need it at this point. And he's got enough time to get over to Mega health.
Very well played from NZT so far. Let's see if he's going to get this Mega. He can just bully kRoNic away from the room, and I think that's what... Yeah, he got some Mega. Now he needs to go over to the red. It's 5 seconds to go, and kRoNic surely might just drop in it. But NZT sees him from that angle, and he knows that if he goes directly, he can get before kRoNic there. And that's great rail. kRoNic is definitely in a lot of trouble.
Oh, here's some good rockets from kRoNic. Maybe he can get another for the kill, but it's NZT with the LG damage. 5-1 now, but he's very weak, and we still have a bit of time left until item spawns, so...
kRoNic is camping the 50. That's very important as well, but NZT knows the timing of all the items, but now he has a very big decision to make. Is he going for the red or for the Mega?
He's going to go for Mega, and kRoNic's taken the red armor now. He's actually hanging around at the bottom. He's got the LG out and is evading the rockets nicely. NZT can't commit to this fight. And kRoNic can heal himself up with that low yellow armor. And he can just hang around on red. NZT probably not going to be able to do much here apart from look for a little bit of damage from above.
Yeah, a rail will definitely help him a lot at this point. He doesn't get anything.
And he just kind of stands around. Doesn't make any noise, so it's good. kRoNic didn't get any intel just then. But now he does, and NZT hasn't gained anything. Here's a yellow. That's it.
That's going to be so hard, because now kRoNic's probably going to go to the top route. There we go, and that's going to be an easy one for kRoNic.
Yep.
Now he has a lot of momentum and a lot of stack going for him.
Exactly. And even more so now after the red armor. So let's see what he can do. He's put himself into an amazing situation. He might have lost out on a lot of frags at the beginning, but I sure as hell see him picking up some more right now. Unless these fights just go horribly wrong like that one just did.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming in from NZT, and he's surely making up for the lack of pressure he didn't put early on kRoNic, but that's a very bad fight for him. And can he get both of the items? kRoNic, that is. No, let's NZT get the red.
Yeah, he let him off on that one, and this is kind of tight though, because kRoNic's now actually behind on stack. NZT's 100, 150. kRoNic's less than 200 collective health and armor. But that's the rail. That's balanced things up a little bit. The yellow helping even more so now. And now he needs to make a move on the red. Maybe he stood still for a little bit too long on that area. But the rails, though, making it count so much. Waiting for him to poke his head around the corner. NZT knows exactly where he's looking from. Another good rail from kRoNic. He might have got hit back as well. But denying the 50 health bubble. What can he do in these 2 minutes?
He needs armor though, and there he goes. He's gonna get this yellow. Should dart over to the red. NZT is definitely positioned there already. This is gonna be so risky from kRoNic. If he dies here, it's gonna give NZT all the control, but the rockets are good.
Yeah, they were decent. But, well, let's have a look at NZT. He's still got armor left after that. I mean, he probably had very little health, maybe 10 to 50, I think 11 health he would have had, because he's probably got a couple of 25 health bubbles. But now he's looking pretty strong. kRoNic wants this Mega, and he's actually going to be able to get it. Here's red taken by NZT, and it's kRoNic landing the rails again. These have been so important for him to come back in this. 160 damage now, he's chasing, he wants to kill, but he cannot connect.
Can see kRoNic doesn't have much health, and he's getting really desperate at this point. One bad fight is gonna mean him losing the game, so he needs to execute.
Oh gosh, no, he missed out on his shots. 25 health bubbles, NZT dropping down, but I think he might have run out of ammo as well. Oh, kRoNic misses the angle narrowly.
But the red is now up for NZT, and if he darts over to the Mega, he can kill kRoNic and end the game now, but does he have enough health on him to go to the Mega? Apparently not, because kRoNic just swept that one away.
And there's 45 seconds. kRoNic's got to do something. Oh, that rocket was really nicely placed. Oh my gosh, and a fantastic rail again from kRoNic. And he missed his little jump over.
30 seconds.
Oh no, 38 health, this is it.
What's gonna happen now?
Clutch time for kRoNic, he's got to land everything. He sends out a rocket, it's actually hitting him. Oh, the LG, he goes for it.
7 health for NZT. kRoNic, he doesn't have anything. And
Oh,
just got, that's
wow.
good game, and NZT beats kRoNic in his first stream matchup.
Wow. NZT. There were some really, really close chases there, and kRoNic, my gosh, that moment right at the end, I thought surely he's going to pick up that kill, but NZT clutched it. He got out safely, and he got the win, 7 frags to 3.
NZT is life, NZT is love.